Oh, what do we have? What do we have? We have, my friends, a low float hot sector play with, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, the holy grail. The holy grail of heavily shorted stocks. We have a UPS store corporate address, my friends. I mean, we don't get these very often. We don't get them very often. Not very often. Happens a couple times a year. Couple times a year. 4 full-time employees. Usually we like to see like 1. I like when we got like 1 employee, but 4 employees, UPS store corporate address, 1.6 million float. My friends, every short seller is going to pile into this. Like if you're short bias and you can get a borrow of this thing, you should be in this thing. But what happens? What happens, my friends? It starts pulling into the open. Okay? Shorts start adding, piling in. Then it stops. Right about 9:35. It stops. Starts basing. And then starts perking. And then breaks the high of the day. And it's all over. And we clean them up. So I actually need to screen cap this one real quick. So anyway, number 1 dip and rip, baby. Please, BFRG pull into the open. So, all right, enough rambling. My number 1, okay, by the way, talk about a box checker. So let's move on to questions. YMAB. What is YMAB? Does not ring a bell. Nice move yesterday. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would. So let me go back. Tim, another Tim. YMAB, whole dollar, half dollar type break of 6. Not bad volume yesterday. Oh, nice gap to fill. Okay, so I'm liking other than the fact that it's not oil and gas and it's not artificial intelligence. I like this over 6, Tim. So some call me Tim. The best Tim was the Tim on Monty Python. Listen, obviously I like the name. Tim Sykes is my buddy. Tim Grattani is the golden boy of penny stocks. But the best Tim was the Tim from the Holy Grail. YMAB, day 3, surge over 6. BFLY. If I could type, I got it. 150 million float. Again, Butterfly Network. Okay, what is this? Maybe this is AI. Are they AI? I mean, Butterfly Network sounds AI-ish. Why is this up? Yeah, there we That's funny. That's funny. So listen, 100%. Okay. And this is, there's a teaching moment here. Okay. I mean, you guys saw it live. Okay. There was no chicanery there. I bring up the ticker. I did not look at the news until 10 seconds ago. What do I see? I see a big gapper with network in the company name. What was the first thing? I'm like, probably artificial intelligence. Went to their webpage, didn't see anything, but then there's the PR last night. That's why we freaking love hot sectors, man. Love it. I mean, and I think I talked about this yesterday. Like, this is that discussion we so often have when people are like, what's the next hot sector? I'm like, you don't need to play the guessing game. It's like, listen, a 20% gapper. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's artificial intelligence. So anyway, cloud-based data collection algorithm, 3-point blah, blah, blah. It's actually kind of cool if it works. It's actually kind of neat. Like, listen, I'm no doctor, but this is think about that. This uses 3.5 million ultrasound images to train its AI algorithm. So now you get an ultrasound, and it uses that database to interpret your ultrasound. It's a great idea. The bummer is it's a penny stock, so you know it doesn't work. Like, this is a great idea. This is, again, I'm no doctor, but I love that. This is an amazing idea. Bummer, it's a penny stock, so it doesn't work. Like, this is the thing. They got like this cardboard box with like blinking lights on it. That's their FDA cleared AI enabled lung tool, okay? A cardboard box with like 9-volt batteries and blinking lights. But that being said, nice break at 250s. Trade it, baby. So BFLY, hot sector, high float though. Let's double check the float. Listen, if this thing was 1.5 million float instead of 150, it would be almost as good as BFRG. So confirmed 150 million. So breaks of 250, just have realistic expectations. Just understand with that kind of float, it's probably not going to go 100%. Famous last words. But anyway, hot sector device is probably a cardboard box with blinking lights. Anybody remember Cybernet? I actually toured Cybernet's facility. Who remembers Cybernet? Grand Rapids, by the way. So Cybernet was this company. Great story, by the way. They built this entire data center that was just empty servers with 9-volt batteries. So it was incredible. This guy, anyway, look up Cybernet Grand Rapids mission. Incredible start. Barton Watson housed him. He locked himself with his house with a bunch of guns. Incredible story. Anyway, look it up. That's what comes to mind when I think of butterfly networks with blinking lights. Actually, again, 100% true. They did an auction of their data center, and it was just rows and rows of empty server cases with 9-volt batteries and lights. 100% true. So blinking lights, DNR. Seco, same. AI, artificial intelligence play. Again, very loosely tied, but we're hot sector, okay? So low float, it's like this Chinese retailer, but they have latched themselves onto AI. Wait for Oracle levels, or wait for Oracle signals. NFTG. All right, AI, 12 million. Too low a volume, but hey, and it's got NFT in the name. Incredible. Love it. Volume stinks, but it's a watch. I mean, I know I can be a broken record on this stuff, but they got NFT in their name, and they got an artificial intelligence press release. So put it on watch. I can't give you a read because it's only 49,000 shares. So but hey, you're looking in the right place, which reminds me, I need to add that to the list. NFTG. So we got a new one. It's not on there yet, right? So many. Yep. So new one added to the list. So Steady Trade team members, let me get you that link. So I added NFTG to the artificial intelligence list. This list is already at 30 plus stocks. Probably by the end of the day. Actually, is BFRG even on there? Yep, BFRG is already on there. By the end of the day, it'll probably be like 70 stocks. Note, yeah, again, Note, just a beautiful hold from the other day. Remember, this one spiked up 250s on Note. The nice thing about Note, it ran before AI came back. BLPH, somebody said, I'm not even going to say it, okay? It's broke 9. I'm sorry, but I cannot. It's pointless. Like, I said it a month ago. And again, I know a lot of you can't be here every day. I understand that. But I've said the same thing on BLPH for literally a month, and look at what it does yesterday. And it's not done. Barring bad news, this thing ain't done. So, but just nothing new to say. So, and again, I only say that, and listen, if you're like, Tim, you're being a jerk, listen, you can watch the replays, okay? Go to that event post button. Every one of them is there. Like to me, I'm glad you're here, and I appreciate you're here. But everything's archived. Like, pre-market prep's 15 minutes. So if you're like to me, there's no excuse. Okay. Now I know no one will ever outwork me. Okay. This is where I turn people off. Okay. This is where people are like, shut up, Tim, but no one will ever outwork me. And I think you should have that similar mindset. You should say to yourself, no one will outwork me. Pre-market prep's 15 minutes. If you can't catch up, like, listen, I get it. Maybe yesterday you had a really busy day. Okay, you had a lot going on. You can't catch up on pre-market prep later in the day? Well, it's because you're not committed. It's freaking 15 minutes. So the point is, you should know what I'm saying when I talk about BLPH. BFRG holding up nicely. So I end as I began. Until this dies, we got us a UPS store, trash bag, low float, artificial intelligence play. I don't know why. Right now. Now listen, if I hit end on the stream and BFRG goes to $3, different story. But with this thing hovering right here in the middle of a hot sector, every short seller is piling into this, justifiably so. I don't know why you'd have a different number one. And if you hate BFRG, fine. Go to I think, again, it's oil and gas. Right there's the list. Whoops, there's the oil and gas list. And it's AI, artificial intelligence, and oil and gas. For now, focus on hot sectors. All right. Have a great day, my friends. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. BFRG. Well, first of all, daily double down. Let's go over to the daily double down because she's perking up pretty good. CDLX. Let me map this out. So basically, really liking this base here in the 560s, and then that 595. I'm gonna drop my yellow line kind of. Basically, I put it. I think 595 is the level. I put it a little above just so it didn't like overlap the Oracle level. So anyway, basically 6 breaks on CDLX would be the daily double down with risk in the 560s. Oracle absolutely nailed this one. Great play. 493 entry. It didn't break that until about 10:40 a.m. So kudos to Oracle. This is a whiteboard I did at 10:30 a.m. As it was creeping up on that 493 area. Just great trade. Resistance at 595. It butted up against that. If it retests that, it'll go. So anyway, daily double down is CDLX at 6, risk in the 560s, and well done, Oracle, this morning. And then back to BFRG. I talked about this a lot on the Steady Trade webinar this morning. I would like to do a victory lap on that one. I'd like to. Like these are the ones I always struggle with. Like a lot of people on the Steady Trade team webinar this morning, they were like, Tim, you absolutely nailed it. You know, why are you frustrated? You know, and I was frustrated because it didn't follow the plan, because the plan was that week open to lure in shorts, and it never really opened weak. I mean, it dipped a little bit, and then it ran so early, and then it halted a bunch. Now, a bunch of people did well. Like, a bunch of people got aggressive and traded BFRG. I mean, and it hit the goal. The goal was 9+. It went to 950. But I just, you know, with the halts and with the timing, as much as I would like, you know, to take a victory lap on BFRG, I really can't. Now, the one thing I will say, you go back to, I mean, 8:27 a.m. I mean, literally this morning, right there. I'm like, this checks every box. So it's one of those, I call them like proof of concept plays. I mean, like, so if you didn't trade BFRG because of the timing, there's nothing wrong with that. There'll be another one. But it shows you why we care about low floats. It shows you why we focus on box checkers. You know, the UPS store corporate address, no revenue, no sales. We knew it would collect short sellers, and that's why it went to 950. You know, again, this was a concept I spent a lot of time in the Steady Trade team webinar. I'm like, listen, we know, I mean, I know a lot of you are on both, and like, I said it probably so many times it was just annoying. I'm like, we know what BFRG is. I mean, go to the corporate address. It's in a UPS store. You know, look at their revenues. Look at their cash. I mean, we know where this is going, but so do short sellers. So anyway, bummer on the timing, but to those of you that nailed it, congrats. Again, the goal was 9+ and it went to 950. So have a great day, my friends. And CDLX looking good. 6 breaks, risk in the 560s. Goal would be like 7+. So have a good day.